Hi, my name's Bill Sanders, and I live in Bloomfield, Connecticut. It's just south of Springfield, Massachusetts, just north of Hartford. So anyway, it's sort of it's 11 miles south of the little notch in the state of Connecticut. So that's where I am. I live in a pretty rural area, and there's some old houses and buildings, and there's an old church near where we are, and that go back to the period that they're studying in this class in poetry. They go back to the 18th century. There's a house down the street that was built in 1743. Another one around the corner built in the 1790s. Then there's a new house on the corner that was built in 1835, and some markers and things. So it's historically it's a fun place. The reason I'm taking this course is I just want to learn more about uh, poetry. Poetry, especially early New England poetry, is some kind of a reflection of what the Puritans were doing. And while there's a lot of writing about, well, from a theological point of view, and from a sociological point of view, there's really not a whole lot from the poetic point of view. So I'm interested in this. It sounds like a very exciting course. I have a lot of favorite poets and poetry. Sylvia Plath is probably my very favorite right now. And older poets, not older in age, but older and earlier in epics, there are a lot of different ones. One of my favorite poems is a very simple, it was part of a eulogy by it was by a middling poet named William Brown of Tavistock. And it was a short 6 lines, and yet he's best remembered for it. In fact, it was considered so good that a lot of people didn't think that he actually did it, but they found out later that indeed he did. It goes like this. Underneath this sable hearse lies the subject of all verse. Sidney's sister, Pembroke's mother, death ere thou has slain another, good and learned and fair as she, times will throw a dart at thee. The last line always was sort of an enigmatic one. More recent poets, beside Plath, Plath is very sort of a poet noir, is I like Dorothy Parker a lot. Her poems are fun. And so anyway, there's a lot in poetry that's to like, and I really look forward to talking about poetry with this group in this class. So that's all.